Alright, guys, this month shall be Julius Caesar, and apparently Lucas had to step up a notch with the summary length and decided to make it something like, it's like 1,000 words or so. It's pretty long, and I'll probably screw up a bunch of parts and have to go back and stuff. But I'll just try to maybe edit it. I don't really know if I can do all of it. I might screw up a lot, actually. But it doesn't matter that much. It's just a play. And also, in case you don't notice, which I don't know how you can, but I'm going to use Minecraft pictures that I made myself, and it took me a really long time. And it was almost not worth it. And I should have basically just gotten images off the internet. But you know what? I thought it'd be cool if I did this. And you guys probably don't care now that I think about it. So, you know what? I think we should just start. So, basically, at the start of the play, Julius Caesar comes into the village. But, I don't know why Lucas added this part, actually, now that I think about it. It just says the play starts with the tribunes, Flavius, and Morellus criticizing a group of commoners to celebrate Julius's victory over his arch-rival. I feel like that's not that important, but you know what? Lucas added it, so I'm gonna add it here. Now to the actual start of the play, like the important part now. This is where I'm actually gonna not make random comments. Soon after, Julius arrives in Rome to attend an entourage that will host multiple political officials. As he enters, a man who can allegedly see in the future, also known as a soothsayer, warns Julius of the Ides of March, which Julius ignores. Cassius and Brutus, who are both senators and friends of Caesar, soon become wary of Julius's growing power and fear that he will use that power to overthrow the Republic, which is this picture. After the celebration, it is revealed that Julius Caesar confides in his friend, who is Mark Antony, and that he distrusts Cassius and Brutus. Casca, who is another politician, reveals to Cassius and Brutus that Mark Antony offers Caesar the title of king, in which the people rejoiced, but of course Julius declines. He also reports of a series of seizures conducted by Julius before the celebration. Now, after all this is revealed to them, they decide that if Julius, whom they considered to be a man of weakness, were to assume the title of king, political unrest and instability would surely bring down the government. And even though plebs are loyal to him and Julius has shown numerous signs of great leadership prior to this event, they plot to stop Julius's powers finally. They plan, with other conspirators, to murder Julius. And there was also an attempt to murder Mark Antony, but that one was overrun for being brutal. And later that night, Julius and Brutus are both urged not to go anywhere and to stay in their houses. They are almost convinced, but they decide that they shall go anyway. As Julius makes his way to the Senate, two people urge him not to go. The soothsayer warns Caesar about the Ides of March, but guess what? Julius ignores him. There's even a citizen, and his name is Artemidorus, who also tries to read him a paper that literally has the plans on Caesar's murder and assassination. But you know what? Julius refuses to read it as it, I skipped a part by accident almost. Anyway, Julius refused to read it as personal matters are second to political ones. Quote, as Julius is at the Senate, the conspirators surround Caesar and stab him one by one. As Brutus stabs Julius, Caesar tells them, et tu Brutus, which translates to you too Brutus, not whatever the heck you're thinking. After the murder, a mass crowd of mourning citizens gather to the forum, which I guess is like the gathering place, or the important place, to hear the words of Cassius and Brutus. Brutus expresses his friendship towards Caesar, but states that he loves the Republic more. Sounds like someone else we know. His speech not only revealed that he was a conspirator, but managed to turn the once loyal crowd into a crowd who also shared the views as the conspirators. And then Mark Antony shows up, and he effectively destroyed Brutus' speech by bringing the body of Julius to the crowd. Anthony's speech becomes exponentially sarcastic, referring to the conspirators as honorable. He also talks about Caesar's achievements, such as the wealth and glory he has achieved, and about how they pleaded him the crown, but he denied them 3 times. He then reveals that in Julius's will to the crowd, which states, all people of Rome should require a set amount of money, and demands that his private gardens become a public park. And that is a quote. The people soon become restless, creating turmoil, and demand expulsion of the conspirators. During the mass unrest, Julius's adopted son and successor Octavius form an alliance with Mark Antony and another man named Lepidus. They form an army to defeat Cassius and Brutus, who themselves raised an army to gain back entrance to the city. And by the way, they fled, in case you didn't realize that. As they prepared to battle the new Octavius army, the apparition of Julius appears to Brutus, who announces their future encounter on the battlefield. Brutus dismisses this. The 2 armies march and soon meet each other, exchanging a series of insults to lower morale, which I don't know why you would do that. And Cassius and Brutus see that their armies are misbehaving and acting disloyal, so he sends one of his men to calm down the army. That is when he sees Cassius's close friend, Titanus, or Titinius. I think I mispronounced that. Definitely mispronounced it. Anyway, he sees them being surrounded by rejoicing troops, but he misinterprets this as Titanus being captured. Cassius soon falls to despair and decides to commit suicide. Titanus sees Cassius's lifeless corpse and also commits the manual secession of personal life. Oh, whoops, that was... Okay, whatever. Also, I do realize I misspelled Titanius or whatever, so yeah, I'm sorry about that. Anyway, Brutus then proceeds to commit Yeetus, committing self-deletus? Yeah, bro, who got Lucas to write this? Actually, though, he wrote this, I'm not even joking. After not only the others' deaths, but the failed attempt on the battle of Octavius's army. After the mass suicide in battle, Mark Antony speaks that, out of all the conspirators, Brutus did it for the good of Rome, stating that Brutus legitimately thought he was doing good for the Roman Republic. Octavius orders to have an honorable funeral for Brutus, to honor his commitment to Rome. And finally, I don't have to read what Lucas wrote anymore, because he isn't that good at writing, in my opinion. But you know what, maybe I'm just bad at reading. So basically, the lessons and connections are that Beware the Ides of March is a daunting quote that Julius dismisses as some hoax, and even though he ignores this warning, he faces it once again as he walks towards his fate. Now in the book, March was a month of twists and turns, including a race trial in which Holling feared until he miraculously did extraordinarily well, beating many people and, I'm assuming he did break the record, I'm assuming. And this is done because the 2 rats, Psychorox and I forgot their names. That's not good. Alright, whatever. Because the 2 rats started chasing him. And, of course, the rats had a great heist that they conducted, and they were granted their long-awaited freedom after the heist. But because they got ran over by a bus, it's not good for them. Big rip. It shows, running into fate, alright? Screw those rats. I forgot their names. And I'm pretty sure that's it. Now, yeah, that's definitely it, because next is another play that I'm not going to say. And I hope you like this really wacky long thing. And I'm never going to do the scenes in Minecraft again, because that literally took me like 12 hours.